Hey everybody, Martika here with Martika J Makes with a inspiration pattern review. So if you are joining my channel for the first time, welcome and thanks for stopping by. If you are coming back, thank you for coming back and thank you for watching as always. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and everybody give this video a thumbs up. Just go ahead and get it out of the way now, okay? Because I'm pretty sure you're going to like it. So I am talking about some of these fall inspiration patterns that I have been showing you for probably the past couple of months. Now, we're talking about one pattern right now, but we're talking about it being taken from a couple of those inspiration photos because yes, I am inspired by them as well as I am showing you. A lot of you do tell me that, those particular videos inspire you to get to sewing and things. Well, guess what? They inspire me too. All right. So I had taken I had grabbed these photos and I showed you in a previous video. As a matter of fact, I'll put that video in the description box if you have not seen it so that you can go and take a look at it. But I had grabbed these sweatshirt dresses, okay? And I knew that that is something that I wanted to sew up. And I said, let me go through my patterns. Let me see what I got. Okay, well, what you saw in the inspiration video when I showed those sweatshirt dresses was Simplicity 8947. Okay, girl in the front right there. Okay, that's what I was looking at. However, her dress wasn't long enough. Okay, I wanted a long dress, y'all. So it wasn't long enough. It wasn't what I was looking for, for my inspiration photo. So I decided that I was going to hack this pattern and make it what I really wanted it to be. And that is exactly what I did. Okay. So let me talk about how this all came together because it was real easy. Let me tell y'all, if you don't have Simplicity 8947, you need to grab it. I don't think it's in print anymore, so you might have to go to like Etsy or you could go to eBay or somewhere, and see if they have it. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's in print anymore. But it's a very popular pattern. And another thing I like about this one is that all of the sizes come in one envelope. Okay, so when you do find it, because I'm pretty sure you will find it online somewhere, go ahead and grab it because this is one you can definitely kind of play around with it and make different things out of it. So let's talk about the size that I cut first. You only get, as far as the finished garment measurements on this pattern, you only get the bust measurement because that is what's most important with this dress is the bust measurement. It fits pretty loose. Okay. So you don't have to worry about it being fitted, at all. But with my bust being like it fluctuates between 39 and a half to 40 or whatever. It just depends on where I'm at. Okay. But I wanted to make sure I had enough ease in this pattern. Okay. So if I was to cut the small, it would have given me a finished bust measurement of 41 and a half. I wanted a little bit more ease than that because say if I was sitting at a measurement of about 40 at the time, then I would have only had like an inch and a half of ease, and that's not very much. So I went on to the next size, which was a medium, and the finished garment measurements on that in the bust was 45 and a half. So that would give me 5.5 extra inches of ease. Okay. So I said, you know what? I think that that's going to work. And if it's too much ease, it'll be easier to take it in some versus if I was to sew the small at the 41 and a half. And if it's not enough ease, I don't have no room to let nothing out. Okay. So I went ahead and I cut the medium. Okay. To give me that extra room. Now, what I did with the pattern piece, well, for one, to make sure that I had enough fabric, I went and I looked at view D, okay, which is the longest dress on there. And I said, how much fabric does that one take? Because I'm going to need to have even more fabric than the longest one. So it said that view D, believe it or not, you don't need a lot of fabric for this. It only needed 1 3/4 yards of fabric. I said, okay, cool. Because I think that I had like 2.5, something like that, of fabric. I said that should be enough for me to be able to lengthen this to where I need it to be. So that's what I did. So I took my measurement of as far as like how long I wanted it to be. I did that from the finish measurement, the length that view D would have been, and that would have been like 35 inches. Well, I took that at 35 inches to see where it hit my body with my measuring tape. And then I started to lengthen that measuring tape up against my body to the point where I wanted it to stop. Okay, so that's how I got the length. After I finished looking at that, I would have needed to add like 9 inches onto the pattern piece. And that's what I did. I just took some of my tracing paper and applied it under there and drew it out and added it to it. And you can see the photo of that. So that was pretty easy to do. But I wanted a split in the side, like one of the inspiration photos. Actually, a couple of them had. So I said, well, okay, how high do I want the split? That's something else that I had to kind of look at my own body and see where I wanted that split to hit. And I just took and I drew a little dot on the pattern piece so I knew where I wanted my side stitch to stop so that I could get that split. Okay. Very, very easy to do, to sew up and square off that split and sew it down the other side and, and meet it up with the hem. So easy to do on both sides of that. Now, when it came to the pocket, one of the inspiration photos had a kangaroo pocket. The other inspiration photo had the side inset pockets. Okay. I had to look at the amount of fabric that I had, and I had to ask myself, would this pattern be okay with that inset pocket? And to be honest with you, it would have, but I was limited on fabric. So I said, forget, I'm going to go with the kangaroo pocket. So I went to the pattern itself. And I kind of did, I mean, seriously, when I say I mashed these different views up together, that's exactly what I did. Because the girl on view B, the girl standing in the front, she had the look that I wanted. Okay. She had the hood, the drawstrings, the drop shoulders. What she did not have was the length. I've already taken care of the length, but she did not have a pocket and she did not have the cuffed sleeve at the end like they have on the inspiration photo. So what I did was took the cuffs from view D and I cut out the cuffs, and I took the kangaroo pocket from view C. And I went ahead because this pattern, pretty much the body of the pattern, the front and the back, is the same pieces. Okay. So the lines to where you place the kangaroo pocket is actually on the pattern piece itself. So I went on ahead and drew, traced the markings for the kangaroo pocket as if I was doing view C. And then I cut out that pocket. After that, you guys, I just followed the instruction for sewing the basic, the front, the back, the hood, how to do that, the sleeves. And then when it came to the cuff sleeves, I went to the instructions on view D. And I just followed the instructions on sewing the cuff. So if you haven't sewn a cuff onto a sleeve before, it's so very easy. So I followed the instructions on that view. And then when it came, like I said, to the split on the side, what I did is I sewed up one side, squared it off, pivoted, and sewed down the other side. This was after pressing my seams completely open. So it worked out. As you can see, it worked out. This is a French terry knit that I picked up in a Walmart bundle, y'all. And if I am not mistaken, I think that this fabric was like $4. It might have, I'm gonna say 6 at the most, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it was 4. Yeah, you can't beat that. This dress is so comfortable to wear. I can wear it around the house. I can wear it outside of the house. It's not too heavy at all. It is so, so nice. Okay. And I think I said French terry knit. It is a terry knit. Okay. But it washes up easy. I have washed it. As far as the drawstrings, I had this cording already in my stash of different cordings that I have. So I already had that. I wanted a gray, but I couldn't get my hands on a gray, so I just went with the white, and it turned out just fine. But yeah, I am not a big pattern hacker, but when I do hack a pattern, I make it really simple. Okay, so like lengthening something, or changing up something small, because usually when I see a pattern, I like the pattern and I go ahead and sew the pattern itself. But for this one, I knew that I wanted a sweatshirt dress, but I wanted a longer one, and I just didn't have one in my pattern collection. Just didn't have one, so I made one. So yeah, so that's what you just have to do sometime. But I wanted to share that to show you guys that yes, I do sew from the inspiration photos that I do show you too. And that's not the last one I'm going to be sewing either. I got another one coming up really, really soon that I'm going to be sewing. And when I do review and show you that, you will see that it is from one of the inspiration photos that I've showed you in the past. So if you have not watched those videos, go back and take a look. But the one that this is in, I will link the description, link the video in my description box. And yeah, lots and lots of fun with this one. It will get a lot of wear. And because of the way it fit and I love it, I will definitely be making more. So you guys, let me know what you think about it in the comments. And let me know if you have been sewing any of the patterns from my inspiration videos that I have been showing you. So thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up as mentioned before. Subscribe if you have not. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.